Hello Tina, Matthew here with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and with the help of my GoPro camera, I'm going to show you, Tipsy Tina, how I'm going to cut new lenses for your Prada. What is this one? It is a Prada VPR 040, I believe that's what it is, 04Q, size 51 color NAG 101. Now you bought these glasses online from someone else, and they gave you some jacked up lenses. In fact, let me pop these out and show you how bad the lenses are that they sent. I don't know if you can see those little nicks right along the edge, but that is just poor craftsmanship. So Tipsy Tina has sent me your Pradas, and I'm going to cut some new prescription lenses for you. Let's get started. I'm putting your Italian Prada frame into my Italian Santinelli LE1000 edger, and is now tracing the shape of your right lens. Then it's going to go over and trace the shape of your left lens. This whole process will take about 15 minutes. It is now 7:24 on Tuesday, February 18th, 60 degrees in my hometown, according to my Samsung Gear watch. So hopefully we'll be finished by about 7:40. Should be. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the shape of your lens, put in your pupillary distance of 61. This is a polycarbonate lens being cut for a Xyle frame. So hang on one second. Hang on. I'm going to change something. Let's get started. Your right eye is -3 1/4, -75 at 180. I spin the axis wheel on my Marco 101 lensometer to 180. Spin the power drum to 3 1/4. Put your lens in. Line it up till I find your optical centers. And then, let me just check the astigmatism correction. Yep, and yes, I know this is dusty. You're getting a very good look at my dusty equipment. I'm going to mark this as the right lens. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the left. That is -3 1/4, -75 at 10. Put that on 10. We're still at 3 1/4. Spin your lens up on the optical center, and the sphere powers come in clear. Check your astigmatism correction. Put some dots on here. Let me darken that so you can see that, or I can see it while I'm working. Put an L on there. Now I'm going to put a little block on here that's going to hold your lens in place. This is a double-sided sticky pad. Put the sticky side on, pull off that, and I got a sticky on both sides. Line that up with your optical centers. I'm going to do the same thing for the left lens. Get this lined up, and then we're going to get started cutting some lenses. Tipsy Tina, Tipsy Tina. I love that name. So, the first thing that's going to happen is the LMU is going to come down and trace the shape of your frame onto the lens to make sure the lens is large enough to cut out for your frame. And it will. But this is just a routine thing that it does. That is now tracing the concave side of your lens, which is closest to your eyelashes, and then it'll trace the convex side of your lens. The actual cutting wheel is down here. I don't know if you can see that rough grit sandpaper, if you will, but that's going to grind away most of your lens. This wheel in the center will put the bevel on there so it stays inside your frame. Now you are getting the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable lenses, which you did not get in here because that just looks like junk. I have never seen such poor craftsmanship on any lens. I don't even know how they did that. Even if I tried to do that, I don't know what would happen. So it is cutting now. Now your lenses are the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable, in fact bulletproof lenses. Bulletproof up to 22 caliber and has both UVA and UVB protection. They are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. That is a beautiful Prada frame. This is the Prada VPR 04Q, and that is color NAG 101. It's like a multicolored tortoise. Hopefully you can see that on there. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Here at Free, now see, if you had bought these from me, girl, you wouldn't have never had to pay for the lenses, because you get free prescription lenses with the purchase of a frame. Okay, your lens is finished cutting, but if you notice, it's completely flat on all edges. So it's now putting the bevel on there so it'll stay inside the frame. That is the knife-like edge. How's that little optical sawdust from the edge? I will close the door because my $30,000 edger does not like having wet electronics. Your lens is almost done. I'm going to take it out and test to see if it fits. And quite honestly, I'll be surprised if it does fit. I do an old school method. I cut a little bit large at first and then I shrink it down so it'll fit. I can always cut more off. I can never add it on there in case I do get it too small. So I will not mention the name of the online company where she bought these from. Maybe they just had a bad day. Maybe they had a new guy starting there. I don't know. I'm not going to speak poorly of anyone else. That looks like a bad reflection on me. Now you still have a little bit of rough edges on here, so I'm going to use my handstone. Just works on friction because this is completely smooth. I can put my hand on it while it's spinning. And I'm going to take off any of the rough edges. People who have seen my videos before know what's happening now. I'm scraping this off and then I drop it on the counter. And then after that, you know what's coming. Wipe it on the floor. Again, I love saying this. Kids, don't try this at home. I went to school for years to learn how to wipe stuff onto the floor. Don't just come along and expect to be able to do that on your first day. So in order to test if it's the right size, I tuck it in at the outside corner. And then I push down at the nose and there's still a little bit of give. So I'm going to bring it down 1/10 of a millimeter and hit retouch. Now, it will not go onto the cutting wheel. It's just going to go onto the bevel wheel where it's going to take 1/10 of a millimeter off the lens in all directions. And that's pretty small because with my PD stick, that is 1 millimeter between my thumbnails, and I'm going to take off 1/10 of that to make it fit better. It doesn't seem like it's much, but it is, trust me. I can always take off another 1/10 if I need to. Whoa! Let's close the door. You found my website, you saw my videos, how easy it is to cut. Well, how easy it is for me to cut the perfect lens for someone's frame. Tipsy Tina, I do appreciate you mailing me this frame and giving me the chance to work on this for you. I can fix problems created by any optical shop. Of course, I know I said it before, but if you buy the frame from me, you get free prescription lenses that are cut perfectly before I ship them to you. I inspect them all. Plus, I'm not going to let anyone else cut my lenses for me. My favorite part of the job is cutting lenses. All right. Although I did enjoy selling one person $2,000 worth of glasses today. That was nice. I would like to start my day every day by doing that. Although that doesn't always happen. Okay. Tuck it in at the outside corner and push down the edges. It's still not there yet. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the left lens. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. Oops, flip it over and do left. Classic mistake. I'm going to de-block, meaning I'm going to take this block off, and I'm going to go old school to make this lens smaller. I'm going to darken that red dot so I don't wash it away with my thumbnail. That is your optical center and your pupillary distance, so I've got to be able to measure that. Now going back to my handstone, and I'm going to go around just like it was on the machine. Scrape this off, clean that off, and now let's see if it fits. I start at the outside corner with my thumbs pressed down at the nose, and now it snaps in perfectly. I'm going to pop it out just to test it, and you know what? I'm going to go around one more time. And hang on, my wife just texted me. And my wife is just letting me know that she's having dinner with a friend, so feel free to stay and work late. Isn't that a sweet, loving wife? Okay, first lens is done. Now we'll cut the left. And actually, let's go ahead and inspect. Spin the axis wheel back to 180. Put it in my lensometer, right in front of your optical center. Perfect, look at that, -3 1/4. Hopefully this will zoom in and I'll show you -3 1/4. I spin this 3/4 of a diopter to 4. -3 1/4 minus 75 equals -4. That is perfect. Of course, I'm going to mail your junk lenses back to you. And what are these made out of? That is a regular plastic. In fact, let's pull this right lens out and see how much thinner my free lenses are than the thick ones that you paid for. Those are 2 right lenses. Can you see that? Except this one's all chipped and flaked. You're much thinner, much lighter, and it's unbreakable, bulletproof up to 22 caliber, and has both UVA and UVP protection, which your lenses do not. Plastic lenses do not have UV protection unless you pay extra for that. They come with the polycarbonate lenses. Now, the importance of having UV in your lenses is that we all know what the sun's harmful rays do to your skin. Your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin to the sun's deadly rays. And so it's very important that you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes that never need to be reapplied. Thought I got another text. I think it's just an email. Let me check this. I am always at work. Always at work. Alright, someone else wants to buy a second pair of glasses from me. Third pair. I was hoping you could give me a deal on the third pair of glasses. Let's see how nice you ask. Be happy to send you a third pair. Alright, out comes your left lens. Dry this off. Let's put the safety bevel on there. Ooh, there's a lot there to scrape off. Ooh, this one's going to be good. Drop it on the counter. And now, let's blow this one onto the floor. Oops, a little bit got left. See, there's nothing like wiping it on the floor. Alright, where'd your frame go? Where'd your frame go? Here we go. Now, I tuck it in at the outside corner just like I did before, and with my thumbs pressed down at the nose. Oh, there's still a little bit of resistance, so I'm going to take it down a little bit more. I should have calibrated the machine before getting started tonight. So one more time it's going down. I know you saw me do it on the handstone, but let me just go ahead and finish this off with the wheel, since I've got a $30,000 machine that will do it for me, so I don't have to do it manually every time. Although I don't mind doing it manually, but let me get my money's worth out of the equipment. So I'm taking another 1/10 of a millimeter off, just because your left lens is a little bit stronger, so it's a little bit thicker. So I'm going to shave it down so it's equally the same size as your right lens. We are almost done. We are almost done. I will get this back into standard alignment while that is cutting. Make sure it's level on the table on both sides. It is. The hinges open and close equally. Tipsy Tina, you did well. I have not met you, but I hope you have some blue eyes, because the blue in this frame is really going to bring out your eye color and make your eyes pop. Pop, I tell you, girl. So, how did you come by the name Tipsy Tina? Let me guess. Let me not guess. Let me get back to work. Because I am sober Matthew. Alright. You know, every year I have 2 New Year's resolutions, and I fail both of them miserably. One of them is to stay up till New Year's, and I fell asleep at 10:30 this year, so I failed that one. My other one is to start drinking. The people at the liquor store is hysterical. They've never heard anyone say they want to start drinking for New Year's, but when I'm on vacation, I have a great time doing it. But it's almost like you got to twist my arm to get me to drink. But once I do, I have lots of fun. So one of these years, I'm going to start drinking. All right, take that off, and I'm going to pop out your left lens again. Make sure it's the right size. It's not too big. That is perfect. I'm going to put it in, spin the axis to 10. Drop that in there. Check the power. -3 1/4, -75. So we got a -4 total power. I'm going to hold this up. You have a pupillary distance of 61. So I'm going to take my PD stick, put it over your right lens on one, and with the left lens, hopefully you can see the 61 that is there. Hopefully that zooms in enough. That is it. Let me clean this off. Tipsy Tina, again, I thank you for giving me the chance to cut lenses for you, because everybody loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. These are not quality original lenses that someone paid you more expensive. I mean, charged you more than I did. And of course, you would have gotten them for free. I know I keep beating the drum, but you would have gotten them for free if you bought this frame from me. All right, I'll get these packaged up, mailed back to you. And Tipsy Tina, I appreciate you giving me the chance to bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.